Hey, what's up, y'all? Dixie T. This is gonna be a video response to LV54's latest vid. Young Stars being on Triple H's good side, bad thing. I can see two sides of this angle, and basically, the positive side. I'm gonna get that out of the way first. You see, I mean, Triple H is getting older. He wants to see people who are, in his eyes, that actually care about the business, who actually put in the time and effort. And you know what? That is, I mean, to me, that's probably one of the reasons why these guys aren't getting pushed to play people who are just lazy and not playing half-assed. I mean, and he sees it himself, like, hey, these guys are busting their ass, doing what they need to do. I think this guy's going to be a future guy. I think he's going to be great for this business. And if he, and as you know, as much as I knock Triple H and Shawn Michaels or into politics, I mean, he does know a bit of a wrestling business. Triple H does. And I, you know, getting on his good side, trying to get on his good side, you know what? I think that's a positive thing, and that's a good thing. Getting on people's good sides. But the problem with that is Triple H doesn't work out with everybody in the wrestling business. He doesn't work out with, probably doesn't work with Kofi Kingston or, you know, CM Punk or this, that, and the other. Other guys who I feel are supposed to be pillars who do, I see them bust their ass, or for example, Matt Hardy or anything else, they bust their ass to get where they are, and they don't get pushed because they don't know a certain 3 or 4 or 5 guys. I mean, you don't want to have these certain cliques back there in Shawn Michaels and Triple H. You don't want to have that because that's one of the main reasons why Stone Cold was never pushed back in WCW, because he wasn't with the in crowd. He wasn't with those guys. If you have a hierarchy of glass ceiling, like, oh, I mean, you know, you're not going to have that big breakout star. Stone Cold could have played ball, but yeah, he went on his own path, became one of the biggest stars ever in this business. And one of the reasons why, you know, that probably was a little bit delayed was because he didn't get, he wasn't really pushed by, people back in WCW, Ric Flair and the like and everything else. I mean, that's the really bad side. Now, that's one of the reasons why I don't really think, much is why the negative side, I probably fall that, because in the end of the day, you can't fall on just the word of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. You have to fall on the word of their own work ethic and see if they're actually pushing the talents and everything else. Because if they only get these two guys, that's it. You cannot just continually just push the boys back there, because if you keep pushing just the guys who they like, more often than not, you're going to push someone who's really talented away, saying, you know what, I can't get past these people who kiss Triple H's ass just to get ahead. Screw that. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to go to this other company, Ring of Honor or TNA or anything else, Dragon Gate, what have you, become a bigger star there and help them, that sort of thing, because that's the danger in that. And that's why I personally think it's the people who should, the good talent will always work, will always work to get to the top. The true talents will always work on the top. And I think that, and that's in any sport, anything else, any type of competition or anything in life, the people who really work and bust their ass and everything else, they get over. More often than not. And the people who use backstage politics and everything else, they might get over, but in the end, that's not good for the long run. I mean, should CM Punk kiss up to Shawn Michaels and Triple H? Should every superstar kiss up to the guys and basically empower? Like, for example, should AJ Styles kissed up to Jeff Jarrett like a couple years ago so he get a great run? No. The reason why he should get a great one for the heavyweight belt? No. He should get a great one based on his abilities and based on, how hot he is at the time. That's why stuff like that happens. That's why if you're not part of that stuff, that's one of the reasons why TNA has been locked down. It's because if you're not tight with Jeff Jarrett or anything else or anyone else, you're not going to get over. you're basically going to get screwed. That's what happened to Marty Brown, or Ron Killings, or Christian, and all these other guys. They didn't kiss Jeff Jarrett's ass or anything else, and they got thrown out. Triple H the same way. I mean, like I said, there was a period of time before people go back in time. Like I don't want to repeat myself. Triple H was the guy on the show, and the ratings dropped. 02 to 05. Ratings from Raw dropped because till like mid 05 till it became the John Cena show. Which I had no really problems with. Some people have problems with that, but I don't see why is that anyway. Because that's another topic for another time. But honestly, when you have a guy like this, basic ego is the size of Texas, say you have to get on his good side just for you to get over. That's a problem. It should be the people you should get over by your own self. And and the sad part is the reason why Triple H is where he's at is because of Shawn Michaels. And everything else. Yeah, because maybe that's what he sees that. Hey, maybe that's the way he thinks it works in the biz. You need to grease a lot of palms instead of for people with true talent and people with true grit and everything else get over the top. And that's one of the reasons why people left the wrestling business, why it's in dire shape right now. Because politicking and kissing people's asses and getting on people's good sides, that is one of the reasons why people are not going to staying wrestling fans. That's why they're going to like places like MMA, UFC, for example. That's why they're leaving in droves. Because this old style of backing people, this old politicking, that has to stop. For wrestling to ever get relevant again, besides us talking, they have to stop doing this bullshit. They have to stop doing this. You have to get on one guy's good side to get pushed. If they fail at doing this, then you know what? They don't deserve to be number one again. They don't deserve to be relevant. That's all I gotta say. Dixie T here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. What?